Dutty Sheldon, wagwan.
Wow, I'm Bridging. Wow.
There. How you feeling today, my boy?
Uh,
Came to come talk to the big dog. That's something to hold us today. How you feeling, brother?
I feel good. It was a
what's
little
up.
unexpected. I didn't think I was going to be in the camera, but I'm definitely blessed
Bro,
to be
this
here.
nigga is lying. My man got a mouthful of gold.
Yeah. look,
Yo,
sometimes you just gotta dress to feel good.
look good, feel good, play good.
Absolutely. Same thing with hooping.
What they say? Check my shoes. Check my jewelry. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh man.
shout out Sheldon, bro. Follow my man Sheldon Morrison, Instagram.
Yes, sir.
What's up? You feeling like yourself today, bro?
I feel like myself every day.
Every day?
Absolutely.
How does that feel? You wake up feeling like yourself. What is that? Describe that for me one day. Cause I know you woke up today. Pop the fronts on. Fire. Jacketed. Good.
So waking up feeling like me every day. It feels good because I just like to venture out, speak with people, make everyone feel good. So as long as I see everyone else doing good and happy, I feel great.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what life is all about, essentially.
That's what's up. Nah, that's facts though, cause you don't really get to see your full potential as a person if you can't bring out potential in somebody else.
Right.
So you making somebody feels good is definitely tapping into certain things that
And that's why I'm always looking to help people. I mean, if
feel
I
you.
can't do it, I want to be able to help the other person to be able to exceed and do whatever it is that they want to do,
Word.
no matter what it is. Well, let me not say that. It does depend what it is. But
Yeah, there's always
for the
limitations.
most
You know what I'm
part,
saying? Yeah.
whatever it is. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, nah, I feel you on that. That's what's up. All right, so for the people that don't know you, just get them a full background. Your name, where you from. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Sheldon. I'm from Norwalk. I was an Army kid, so I moved around a lot.
Word.
But I will say, I lived in Bridgeport long enough, so, I claim Bridgeport for the most part.
Clean
But,
BPT there.
yeah,
Word.
it is what it is. But,
Shout
I'm,
out
I'm
Norwalk.
always shouting Norwalk out. Sono. Shout out to Sono. Always.
Shout out Sono.
Always Sono.
Hey, what's that? What's that bar down there? It's the Black Bear shit. What's it called? Am I bugging? There's a bar
The
down
what?
there, right? With like,
So, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know.
yo, bro. I went to a bar down there one time. I just don't
Black
remember the name
bar.
anymore. It's Black Bear or something like that.
Is that in the area where
It's
the
just
train
like right in
station?
Sono, right down in Sono. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
I ain't from that gang.
I
don't
might
know.
have driven by it mad times. Question: I could cuss because it be coming out sometimes. If
Bro,
not,
go ahead,
I'll
bro.
keep
You
it
ain't.
peep.
You,
Word.
you good, bro. You don't gotta worry about nothing, man.
For sure.
For real. All right. So, you said you was Army kid. You growing up in Norwalk. How was that growing up in Norwalk?
So I was born in Norwalk, but I believe I left Norwalk when I was about 4 years old,
Okay.
and that's where we moved to Texas.
Oh shit.
That's where they stationed my father out at. So the early childhood, I didn't live out there that often.
Word.
And from the little bit that I do remember from Texas, it was always hot and muggy,
Mm-hmm.
mad mosquitoes.
Part of Texas you was in?
Uh,
You remember?
Fort, it was a military base, so is it Fort Worth?
Oh, all right.
think
Yeah,
that's
Fort
what
Worth,
it's called.
Texas. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
We were out there for some years. My brother was born there.
Okay.
I mean, the one memory that I do have from there too is I had this little girlfriend, and we would always go out in the backyard and shit like that. So that was always a good time.
This
I
nigga said
definitely
and
remember
shit
that one.
like
I remember
that.
that.
What the
Definitely
hell was
remember
these
that.
kids? What was you? You was a kid, bro. What was you? What?
Listen, I was a little fresh, but that's thanks to my father. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's all him.
Your father Jamaican?
Yeah.
Yo, shout out Pops.
Shout out to Pops for
Shout
sure.
out Pops for sure, yo. Nah, that's mad funny. Nah,
But yeah, then
man.
from there, we moved to Virginia. We lived everywhere. Virginia, North Carolina, Florida.
Word.
But those were pretty sporadic. I mean, we weren't
Yeah.
there for that long.
Couple
Whatever.
weeks type, couple months type thing.
Mhm.
Oh, that's what's up.
But for the main part, it was Connecticut, Virginia, Texas, and I think that's it. The
Word.
3 main states that we really lived in.
Spent some years. You still got people out in Virginia? Oh, you don't know,
I
you're too
do.
young. Oh, you do?
It's not that much.
Yeah.
Especially with a lot of them passing away.
Oh, word.
But a lot of the family, they have been moving down south to Georgia, just because it's a lot cheaper out there.
No, it
and,
definitely is.
You know,
Definitely.
more space for them, I guess.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go out there, but unfortunately that didn't work out. But that's another story for
For
another
another
day.
day.
Yeah,
All
it's not
right.
that important. I mean,
Yeah. Now I want to ask you about like there's something that we had off camera. You was talking about middle school.
uh huh.
Yeah. I want you to kind of tap into that real quick. What happened when you was in middle school, my brother?
So, middle school, living in Sono, I was with my grandmother.
Hmm.
Um, well, before that, my parents they got divorced. I had the choice to either stay in Virginia and live with my father, or come out here with my mother.
You know the
And I was
vibes.
a
Yeah.
mommy's boy at
I heard
that
you about to say
time.
you was mama's baby, boy.
Definitely was.
Yeah, yeah,
So
for
I was
sure.
like, you know what? I'm going with my mom. So we moved out here. She got a spot in Bridgeport. She gave me the choice to either go to Norwalk, because that's where my closest cousin is. Shout out to Eero.
Shout
That's
out,
he was
cuz.
going to school out there, or I could stay in Bridgeport and go out there, or with her. I chose Norwalk. Unfortunately, though, I was a trouble child. I was always getting in trouble, fighting kids,
Hmm.
slapping teachers, biting teachers.
Yeah, yeah,
I was all over the place.
yeah.
And then I forgot what happened, but an incident happened and it ended up kicking me out of Ponus. So I had no choice but to either go to the
Oh, it's
bad school in
crazy.
Norwalk or come to Bridgeport and go to Cross on what is it, Reservoir Ave.
Okay.
So I chose to come out here because I ain't trying to go to no badass school. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, nah, that's not even me for real. But I will tell you, coming out here, it definitely straightened me up.
I'm screaming.
Because my grandmother, she was never beating me, nothing like that. But my mom,
Yeah.
whooping my
Wasn't
ass.
playing
Oh
that.
my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, wasn't playing that.
Not at
Sometimes you
all.
need some corrective love. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Corrective discipline. That's
Shout out
what
to
it
her, though, because I think that made me the person I am
is. Yeah,
today.
shout out moms.
If
Yeah.
it wasn't for her,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with people being on the streets. I mean, you live how you live,
You
whatever.
get it how you get it.
But
You just it's certain
that life
things.
definitely
Yeah,
wasn't for me.
that's a fact.
And it kept me out of there. So
That's a
I
fact.
needed that tough love for sure.
So looking back, how do you, how, what do you think was the reason why you was acting out? When you look back, you older now. You feel me?
Yeah.
You definitely don't have that mindset.
Right.
You look like you chill, you calm down.
Yeah.
But what you was describing was like a rambunctious kid. So like, what you think?
Um,
What do you think it was? Because you said y'all got your family got divorced.
Yeah.
So when I hear stuff like that, it's like I've seen a few things and I've been around a few things. So it's like when I hear things like, oh, now daddy's not here, I get
Mhm.
to do what the fuck I want,
Mm-hmm.
and
True.
that's what it was.
So when they were together, terrified of my father.
Of
Why?
course.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Beat me anytime, yo. It was
Well,
crazy.
you gotta respect it,
right?
yo.
Yeah. So now that I'm away from him, I'm like, okay, word. I do whatever I want.
I'm about to bug out.
And I don't like to use this because I think it's an excuse to an extent, but I have ADHD, and that was part of the reason why. So I would have to take medicine.
Shout out ADHD because we all got that shit.
Right, shout out
We all
ADHD.
got that shit. Shout out that made up ass bullshit that they made up. Cause niggas is black and young and had a lot of energy. That don't mean shit. They didn't talk about we can't pay attention. No, nigga.
Right.
Class is boring.
Class do be boring.
Class boring. I got a boring teacher. And I want to dance. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm
be
trying to
active.
get there. I got ants, bro. I got ants in my pants. I got you know what I'm saying? I be understanding when kids act out.
But I do think that changed me as well. Like I used to be real hyper,
Yeah.
outgoing, but now I'm more chill. You know,
Yeah, bro.
I be shy a lot too. I don't like dancing in clubs or nothing
Yeah,
like
bro.
that.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Unless I'm a little lit.
Yeah.
But that's a little off topic. But going back to
Yeah,
it,
it's too funny.
yeah, away from my father. My grandmother wasn't gonna beat me.
Mm.
So I was just wilding out.
Yeah.
And it took me to get kicked out and have to go to school in Bridgeport for me to actually get my shit together.
It's crazy because the school didn't even treat you up. Your mom did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, that's crazy. But that's good parenting to me.
Yeah.
Like when they see your mom probably seen what was going on already, and she knew she had to correct it.
For sure.
Shout out moms. My mom was on the same type of time, bro.
And I think she did a hell of a job with that.
For sure, bro. You sitting here right now, healthy, everything. So she definitely did what she was supposed to do, bro.
For sure.
For sure. What's up, man? Yeah. I just wanted to get a little bit more about your background and who you are. You know what I'm saying? We spoke about you at a young age. So tell me a little bit more about you now.
So now,
From the person that we just spoke about, rambunctious.
Yeah.
And then you got your little corrective discipline.
Right,
that
right,
was high
right.
school. We way past high school now.
for sure.
So
10 years.
Tell me about Dutty Sheldon when you step outside. Tell me
Dutty
about you today.
Sheldon. Ah, so that's what I go by. Like if I'm modeling or just out at the parties, the clubs with the fam or the boys, they call me Dutty. No, I'm not dirty. That's just the name just stuck. You know what I mean? I
It's just
like
a
it.
saying.
Um,
Real clean in here.
Word.
Oh, we're real clean in here.
But yeah, I don't even know how I got the name, honestly. I think my cousin Arrow, he just started calling me that at one point.
That's how it should go.
He used to call me Shelly Belly.
Arrow sound mad Jamaican. Shout out, cousin Arrow.
Shout out to Arrow again, man. Definitely. But yeah, I'm just a chill person. I talk to everyone, nice to everyone for the most part, as long as you're not on nothing weird.
Yeah.
And again, like I said earlier, I'm always trying to help people. Not young, old, whatever the case may be. I'm just always trying to look out for the next person.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate that. Where would you see yourself, let's say a year from now? Doing what you're doing. If you continue on the path that you're on right now, where do you see yourself in a year? Do you see like something like a whole 100% better or 80%? Like, would you?
So a year from now,
just 1 year, because people have 5-year, 10-year plans,
right?
But we talking about 1 year.
A year, I definitely want to see myself be I guess you can call it an in-house model for certain brands.
Such as?
How there's Nike, Adidas.
Of course. But which one? You? Yeah, for you. Which one do you want to be part of?
I definitely want to model for Sid. Shout out to Sid University.
Yeah, shout out Sid.
Definitely. Seen her work, love it.
Okay.
There's another designer. Her name is Georgie. I've seen her pants plenty of times. She makes her own denim.
Okay.
Stuff like that. I would love to model for her as well.
Where's she from?
She's definitely from Connecticut. I'm just not sure what part. And who else would I want to model for? And then my boy Sam. We don't talk that much as often anymore. He has his own stuff going on. He made the clothing brand Half Evil, and that popped off big.
Oh, that's a word?
Yeah. I used to model for his old brand Ruthless.
Okay.
Like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We keep in touch, not too often, but whenever we speak, it's
it's all up.
Always good vibes, stuff like that.
Oh, right, so.
But I do want to model for him.
That's what's up. I've seen Half Evil 666 333 or something like that.
It's the 333.
333.
Yeah,
it's fire.
Having I think like the $3 tees, $3.33.
Jack that.
Yeah,
for real.
I love that he did that too.
Nah, real
for the
shit.
Community, you know what I mean?
I didn't even know my son did the pricing, but that shirt was tough.
Him doing that really made him pop off because a streetwear brand, everyone's selling their shirts for $40, $60.
Yeah, real shit.
And he makes these limited tees, $3.33, shipping like $7. He's paying $10 for a shirt.
Yeah,
that was a great selling tactic though. I mean, marketing.
Bro, there's a lot. Yeah, quick. Bro, smart man. All right, so
but real quick, to go back to your question, because I didn't really say it. Yes, in a year I want to be modeling for brands, specifically those, and potentially being an agency that I could call home, where
so you're not a part of an agency right now. You're a free agent.
Correct.
Gangster.
As of right now, I'm working with Chastity and These Productions.
Okay.
Shout out to Chastity.
Yeah, shout out Chas.
But yeah, I definitely want to get into
definitely gotta get Chastity up here.
Allowing me to model.
Keep shining her out. We gotta get Chastity up here.
We definitely do gotta get her up here.
Word. So the household brands, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting some big names, but it seems like you kind of trying to look for like a niche in a way.
Yeah.
Try to look where you can it's gonna be lit for you.
I feel like that's the better way to do it.
Yeah.
As opposed to trying to jump straight into going to something big like Nike, Gucci, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Obviously that's most people's dreams. I feel like they want to model for the big brands.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take it one step at a time. I'm in no rush.
Yeah.
I'm only 27.
Oh, you young, bro. 27. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Got more than enough time.
You got a lot of time, man.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things, bro, 27 years is nothing.
Definitely. For us, I don't even think is old until we're like what?
You gotta touch
70.
40. Yeah, bro. You gotta touch 45
honestly.
to be seasoned out here.
Right.
It's crazy, man. So, one thing I did want to talk to you about was modeling.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to talk to me about your journey from the beginning till now. Because a lot of people have a lot of different stories. Some people fall into modeling and it just takes off for them. And some people really grind this shit out. Like, some people really have to do the extra mile and take extra pictures and don't have any connections and stuff like that. So, talk to me about your journey and how you started.
So, again, it started 10 years ago with Sam. I was modeling for Ruthless.
That was your first joint?
Like, my first one.
Was him. That's fire. Okay. It was just T-shirts.
Right. T-shirts, hoodies. Okay. I believe he made a few hats, like some limited stuff.
Yeah.
He was doing that. And then from there, I was real camera shy back then. I hated the camera. So it was real hard for me to, continue that journey. And also, my fault. Also, I really didn't have the funds. I didn't have transportation to get to where I needed to be out in New York as often as I wanted to, get the exposure. So I did take a very long break, damn near, 9-10 years before I started modeling again.
Nigga.
And that's what I do now. But I will say, I want to shout out to Chastity. I went to her casting.
Yo, brother,
what show
I have a real question for you.
Go ahead.
Why did you take a 9-year hiatus? You're not telling me it's fun, bro. What was going on?
So what happened was, I didn't think it was really meant for me.
What were you doing?
I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do.
In that 9 years, if you stopped, okay, bro, you did modeling for a year, right?
Yeah.
And then 9 years, you took off and picked it up right after that, right?
Uh-huh.
What was you doing in those 9 years, bro?
Stacking bread.
Just getting bread?
Yeah. So I have, never mind. But yeah, I was stacking bread.
Okay.
Working because at that time, my mom, she was like, either go to school, get a job, it's at 30, getting out the crib.
Yeah, yeah.
So my mindset was, because I didn't go to school, so I was just trying to stack
You
my
didn't go to
bread.
college?
No. I tried it, but it's not for me.
What you did, community college?
I did community college.
Or what did you try to study?
Computer science. That's what I used to be into a lot. But I realized I'm more into fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be real good with the computers too, but I just lost interest in it.
Yeah, man. Okay, I feel you on that. So,
but still, shout out to Chastity.
Yeah, shout out Chastity, bro. Cause for those 9 years, so modeling has obviously led to other opportunities for you, right?
Right.
So
not back then.
Not back then, but
more
now.
So now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So back then, talk about you stacking bread. What was going on? Did you in that 9 years? Were you like, damn, I want to be a model, or was it like, I'm not worried about that shit right now?
It was more so I wasn't too worried about it, cause I was young.
Yeah.
Getting in relationships, I was more focused on the women. You know what I mean? And I will say that steered me away, but I got my head straight now, so I know where I'm going with everything for the most part.
Yeah.
And take it one step at a time.
So yeah. So did you have a different goal during that time? Were you focused like what?
My goal at that time, I was trying to
just get money.
Get money, settle down, get married, have a house.
Get married.
I was trying to do the whole 9 yards. I was trying to be like my father.
Dang. Okay, so your pops did it young, like all that.
Yeah, he did it all young. I wanted to be just like him.
Okay.
But then I realized that's not me. You gotta be yourself.
I feel you. So, what are some other opportunities that came to you from modeling?
The main thing would be meeting a lot of different people and being able to network with them, get their information, becoming cool with them, whatever the case may be, allowing me to get those other opportunities, whether it be modeling or being around a group of creatives to where I could learn something, or even giving them some advice that I might have to help them out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, going back to what I said, I like to help people out.
Yeah, word.
But those are the opportunities that came about.
Okay, that's what's up.
So far.
All right. So what keeps you centered? Like, what keeps you grounded? What makes you feel like, all right, I'm at home. I'm centered right now.
My family.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big family person.
Yeah.
Especially my brother. That's like my best friend right there.
Yeah.
Shout out Jarrell.
Shout out Jarrell.
Yeah. That's my dog right there. And then having my me time. That keeps me centered as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean,
I feel you.
Because I don't like being around people all the time. I'm more enclosed, like to be in a room just chilling.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
Know what I do my research, whatever the case may be.
Word, I like that too. All right. You got any goals for the week? Do you set goals for the week? Do you set goals at all?
I do set goals, but not for the week.
Monthly,
It's more so
yearly.
monthly and yearly.
Is it
Um,
because monthly gives you time?
it does give me time. Yeah,
Mm.
I feel like I don't.
You procrastinate too?
I do. I was about to say I
Okay.
don't prioritize what I need to do for a week. So I need that longer time frame, and that's why I always go with a month.
So why you don't
But
prioritize, bro?
I just need to start disciplining myself.
Yeah,
That's
but
what it
discipline is a
is.
big thing, bro.
Right.
That creates a lot of efficiency, bro.
But that was the issue with me growing up.
Discipline.
Procrastinated like crazy.
Oh, I'm about to say discipline, boy.
Nah, not
I thought you was
not the
getting whooped,
discipline.
nigga. Oh man. Okay. Oh, so you set them for the okay. All right, best. So what goal do you got that you feel like you're about to accomplish, that you're close to accomplishing?
Finally walking in New York for New York Fashion Week.
A word?
Yeah.
When's Fashion Week,
Um,
brother?
It's an event in September 9th,
This
New
nigga.
York Fashion Week Festival.
Bro, that's not even that. That's
It's
so far from that.
it's
Like,
far, but it's still an accomplishment because I never
no, it
thought it would
is.
happen
It
that
is. So
soon.
you already gonna walk in the show, right?
Right.
All right.
And
So
then from there, again, I want to
Yeah.
be able to network.
yeah.
Whoever's there, I'm gonna do what I got to do to potentially get to the bigger brands,
Gangsta.
and then try to help Bridgeport out more so Connecticut and so on.
Yeah, bro. Everybody from CT be trying to put CT on the map. You know,
Right.
that's
'Cause
why.
I feel like a lot of people they leave Connecticut, move to Georgia or whatever it may be,
Yo,
and then they shouting them places out as opposed to Connecticut.
this nigga talking crazy. How you know I live in Georgia, bro?
You live in Georgia?
That's crazy, bro. You see how you back talking about me crazy things. Some Connecticut nigga just moved to Georgia. Nigga funny.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Nah,
As long
not
as
at
you-
all, bro.
You just gotta, I feel like you just gotta shout Connecticut
Yeah,
out.
nah, I do. Right? When I'm in Georgia, niggas know I'm from Connecticut, bro. Like
Right.
I be running into people from Connecticut.
Word.
Like it be wild. Like niggas be from Bridgeport. They be like, yeah, bro. I moved in 2015. I'm like,
Right.
I don't know you, gang, at all.
Plus,
They-
it's cheaper out there too.
It's
so
mad cheap,
I mean,
bro. Yeah, it's mad
the
cheap.
pay sucks though.
Like,
But
yeah,
I guess that's where you try to start your own business or
that's a fact.
start your own business really.
Yeah, that's something I feel like everybody should be a part of or do at least once in their life is
Right.
try to own or operate a business.
Absolutely, try attempt to do it. If it
Yeah.
works out,
Yeah.
boom, you all set.
You
If
gotta
not,
operate. Yeah, you gotta.
you
do that.
tried and give it some time. You try it again.
For real.
What's that song you said? First you don't succeed, and try again, try again. What was that? Missy Elliott? That's not Missy Elliott. Aaliyah. It is Aaliyah.
It's Aaliyah, my
Yeah,
boy.
there you go.
You know the vibe,
There you
man.
go,
I
there
was
you
just
go,
making
there
sure you knew what's going on here. About to have us looking back at the podcast. We bumped the oldies, nigga. We bumped the oldies. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I got a word from the Book of Human Emotions by Tiffany Watt Smith, and for some reason, when I seen you, this word stuck out to me. Impatience.
Ooh.
I don't know why. I just, you know what I'm saying? So, I want you to, when you hear that word, just tell me like your first thought.
Hurry up.
Like, hurry up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
So, one, I
Before you even answer that, I gotta ask you this. I gotta ask you this. Tell me a time that it benefited you. Impatience. That it benefited you. And then tell me a time that it didn't.
the time it benefited me. Oh, you know what? It's nothing crazy, but I'm glad it didn't happen to me. I'm on the highway. I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm speeding a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to slow down. And literally like 5 minutes later, whole accident happened, and I literally missed it up ahead. And I feel like if I wasn't impatient,
Yeah.
well, that's the opposite. But
It's kind of the opposite. Yeah.
I would have been in an accident. So
If you was speeding,
if I was speeding, correct.
type shit.
Well,
So, yeah, okay. I kind of see where you was going with that. I feel you, brother. But yeah, that's that word for me. When I was a youth, I ain't want to wait for nothing. I want everything right now.
hell yeah.
I want everything.
Right.
Like more so now, I feel like I could control my impatientness.
Right.
I gotta move slow now a lot,
Yeah.
so I can combat that.
See, I try to do that. Like, if someone, if they're like, yo, I got something to tell you, I'm very impatient. Like, I want to know now. Don't
Yeah.
wait. Or if they say they're going to do something, what's taking so long? Let's get it
Mm-hmm,
done. Let's
mm-hmm,
do
mm-hmm.
this at the third.
Yeah.
Even at work, I be
Impatient
impatient.
and shit with people. Yeah, bro. I got that vibe.
But
Not a bad thing though.
we're not about to talk about work.
Yeah, nah. Listen, man. Work is just a means to fund your dreams,
Right.
bro. You know,
Absolutely.
we can't think about it no other way. But sometimes you got a job and you love your job and it don't feel like work. You do that because that's what's
That's
best.
your passion, right?
You know what I'm saying? That's what's best for you. But other people, a lot of creatives out here, a lot of people that stuck at jobs that don't like it. You need to start using your funds
Right.
to fund your
Venture out
dreams,
and try to
bro.
fulfill that dream.
Just get it, yeah. Get it
Get out
going.
that 9 to 5
Get it going. All right. So, do you schedule a day for self care?
all the time. I
Or
love
every
self-
day?
Not every day, but
All right. So that's self care day. What does it look like?
I'm gonna wake up, brush my teeth, obviously, shower real quick, have my breakfast, but play a little 2K. Usually I'll set like a thing in advance, like a timer, not a
Mhm.
timer, something in the calendar for me to go see a movie by myself.
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
something to eat.
Yeah.
I love going places by myself.
Yeah.
Then
I'll
I'll go
stay
get
doing that.
my nails done, the joint, the clear coat, whatever. Always got to stay fresh and clean.
Yeah. That's
You know what I mean?
That's
Can't be
gangster timing right
touching
there.
people with no dirty ass hands.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
And don't touch me with your dirty fingers. Don't play that.
Right.
You feel me?
And then I might relax a little bit with like a little drink. I don't drink that much, but
Yeah, I'm not telling you, bro. So what's your drink, bro? Tequila, Henny,
I like Jack, honey Jack.
Honey Jack,
Yeah, honey Jack, a red stripe.
Red Stripe.
And
I cannot drink that.
no,
Yeah,
I can't drink no damn Guinness. A nasty stout.
I
know
don't
how
even like beer, brother.
people- Oh word.
Like I don't know.
The go-to is definitely Jack.
The go-to is Jack, Honey Jack. Okay,
Honey Jack.
yeah. All right. So who or what makes you happy?
Who or what makes me happy?
Yeah, you could tell me who, and then
Uh-huh.
you could tell me what.
So who?
Who would put a smile on your face if they just came in this room right now? Like, damn.
Mama Dukes.
Oh yeah. Shout out my
And
Dukes.
that may be a little cliche, but
Nah, it is what it
Mama
is. I think
Dukes.
I said the same thing. I ain't gonna cap.
Because we've been through so much. There was a point where we weren't cool,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we've grown from that.
Mhm.
And that's outside of my brother. That's like my real best friend right there.
Where?
So anytime I see her, I got a smile on my face. And she doesn't live here, so I don't see her that often.
Where she stay?
She live in North Carolina,
Oh, she.
Concord.
Okay. Okay.
She lived there with my siblings.
Word.
So yeah, I always try to see her once a year. Well, I
Type
always see
shit.
her once a year.
Always. Well,
Going out there, and then she'll come up this way, which would
Mhm.
technically make it twice. But
that's fire though.
anytime I see her, it's a smile on my face.
Yeah. That's what's up, bro.
And then something that makes me happy,
Mm-hmm.
clothes. I like clothes.
Clothing?
I like clothes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I got this one.
That's why I was gonna ask you, bro. Because that's not unless you know, bro. People
Right.
know. If you know, you know. So like when I seen that, I'm like, all right, I'm about to ask bro if he thrift. You know what I'm saying? Because shit hit the jeans and shit
Yeah.
fire, bro. You dig?
Jeans. Shout out to Bobby. My man's Bobby Ewing made these. I don't remember his Instagram, but Bobby Ewing. My fault. He made these. I'll get the Instagram later. I could give it to y'all, but
Word. Yeah. Shout out Bobby. Them jeans is tough. I ain't even about to play with you, Bobby. I'm looking for shit's all interviews. Nigga, shit's fire.
yeah, clothes make me happy.
Clothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
definitely.
What's up? That's what's up. All right, so this part of the podcast is called Feel This Way. I'll say a word, phrase, or statement, and I want you to tell me what emotions, thoughts, or memories it sparks.
Okay,
You ready?
let's get it.
All right. There's a couple of things we talked about already, and I was going to, like,
Oh,
thrifting.
word.
I
Yeah,
was going to
okay.
ask you about that.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So thrifting. I think I just said it, but I just started getting into it again for real.
Yeah.
I always try to find. I don't really like graphic tees like that anymore, but if I find a nice graphic tee, I'm obviously cop it.
Yeah.
But I like to find garments something like this.
Yeah.
Something out of the ordinary.
So when you find one of those that you feel like, damn, nobody got this,
Yeah.
how it make you feel?
What made me feel great? Because I know I'm not gonna be matching with anybody else.
Yeah.
Outside of, I didn't thrift the kicks, but I
You
try
ain't
to.
have to thrift the kicks though. You ain't have to.
Nah,
You know what I'm
try to mix
saying?
it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't really like looking like other people.
Yeah.
But again, if you like what you wear, anybody gonna think it's fly.
That's a
Quite
fact.
honestly,
That's a fact. You just gotta wear it.
right?
Or
If you make it look good, you feel confident,
or
it's gonna be fly.
fact. So all right, I got another phrase. Fashion over style. How does that make you feel when you hear that? Do you feel
Fashion
like that's
over
what it
style.
is, or do you feel like it's style over fashion?
I think it's nowadays it's fashion over style,
Okay.
and specifically because a lot of people dress alike now.
Yeah, Pierre. Okay. Cookie cutter
Everybody-
shit right now.
Right.
Yeah.
But as long as if you make it look good and you feel confident, then who's to tell you your outfit whack? Honestly,
For real.
I mean,
So pertaining to you, how you feel? Like fashion over style.
style over fashion
Style
any day.
all day, right?
I don't care about no Gucci.
Yeah, none of that. Yeah.
Obviously, it's nice to have some luxury, something of luxury,
Mhm.
but anything could be luxury.
That's a fact.
Yeah, like this. I feel luxurious.
That shit look luxury,
Luxurious.
man. I jack that shit. Another directing movies.
Oh, so directing movies. I was just watching the Spike Lee joint, the one with the Jordan 4s. What is it? Damn, I forgot the name of the movie.
Man, this
I know, I'm
showing his
I'm-
age in here, bro.
I'm slacking. But you know what movie I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. You know, come on, you know.
But anyways, look, I like his shot to where, they got the camera and the people facing it, just walking and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And not just him. There's obviously other directors that have their.
But Spike Lee
signature
coined
shot.
that. He coined that. That's Spike Lee shit.
Yeah,
that's
I'm not gonna do that, but
Come on.
I like how directors they have
Yeah.
their own shot. So I do want to get into directing eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was just at a photo shoot earlier, just trying to help out a little bit. Trying to give him a vision.
Yeah.
But I just want to be behind the scenes mainly, and if I do have to direct, have my own signature shot to where when someone sees it, they're like,
They
oh yeah,
know.
that's Sheldon's shot.
That's
You know what I mean?
Sheldon shot.
Yeah.
That's what you gonna call it?
Well, not
Sheldon
Sheldon's
shot
Did
type
that.
shit.
You know
All
what I mean?
right, word. That's fire. All right,
And
man.
if y'all didn't know, I just did like my own little mini clip, mini film on my story, not my story, my Instagram. So
Word.
if you look it up, it's on there.
So
Like a quick little.
already
minute and
directing
some
movies.
change.
You know what I'm saying? Already directing movies out here, man. Tap in. The boy Sheldon Morrison. Oh, I don't like that. Fashion Week. How do you
Fashion
feel when you hear that?
I feel like that's a great time. I've never been there, but from pictures that I've seen, it looks amazing. Everybody wearing their own fits, mix and matching, doing stuff you wouldn't even see on a regular. I've been seeing people wearing, I don't know, like a woman should wear like a dress with some jeans underneath and some high heels, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they make it look good.
They make it
and
look
I think
good,
that's
yeah.
fire. That's where people really come outside and try to show off their best fits
Yeah.
or something that they created. And I think that's fire.
Fashion Week is definitely top tier. I love
Right.
Fashion Week. I always wanted to be a part of Fashion Week. I got my own clothing line, but I've never put myself in a position to
Right.
get a part of Fashion Week.
Shit, you telling me put myself in a position? You need to do that too. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities for that.
You right. Definitely right. Because I've seen a lot of things where I know I could have put my clothing line in
Yeah.
certain shows and shit like that. And it could be based off connections too. I don't know too much people in the New York circuit and shit
Right.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
clothing shit.
what it takes is for someone to say, "Yo, your work is dope."
Yeah.
I think everyone needs that in order for them to actually believe that. Excuse me, to help them believe that they can actually do it. And I mean, because obviously you like your own stuff, but
Bro,
when
I
that
know my
person
shit
say,
fire.
"Yo,
I'm not
I
even
like your
tripping.
jeans" or something like that,
Yeah.
that really boosts.
Nah,
how
that
you
do.
feel.
It gives you that it's like, all right, that positive reinforcement
Yeah, definitely
gives you that. Like, yeah, all right, I know I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
I've gotten that plenty of times, but I just never. I'm talking about like I physically never put myself in a position to be a part of Fashion Week. I
Oh,
know
right,
I probably
right.
could have. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I know I could have took the extra step.
for sure.
So like, what was the extra step for you? Like, how did you put yourself out there to get into Fashion Week?
Shout out to Muma. She sent me the link. and was like, "Yo, do I want to be in?" Well, she asked me first if I wanted to try to be in the show. I was like, "Yeah, of course." So she sent it to me, and I applied, and they accepted me.
That's fire.
That's really what it took.
That's fire.
It didn't take too much, you know what I mean? Because I want to get myself out there.
But
so.
you know that's something that you wanted.
Right,
You feel
absolutely.
me? And it came to you.
Absolutely.
It don't matter how it came to you.
It sure did.
So it's like so do you feel like the type of person you are, like you get what you want? Like if it's to that, like if it's like you want it to be in the fashion week, you see how it came to you. Does stuff like that happen to you often?
I don't want to say often. Obviously you're gonna work towards whatever you're trying to get to, but when the opportunity arises, then yeah. So essentially, yeah.
Okay.
It just comes to you.
Yeah.
As long as you put the work in, it's gonna come. You
gotta put the work in.
Right. Absolutely.
That's what I was about to say, yeah. I would say to you, bro. All right, man. So you told us about the movie on your Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Describe that. What was it about?
So it's a short film. Basically, it's just about you. I want the audience to have their own perspective on it. So it's literally about me getting in the car, sitting in there. It looks like I just got off of work, but you could perceive it however you want. That could be from anywhere. I'm there just sitting down, take the black out, take a puff, and it cuts off, but I'm banging my head on the steering wheel. And then it literally just cuts off after that. So again, I just want the audience for that specific short film. I want you guys to just, figure out what you want it to be.
Like interpret it our own way.
Correct. Am I stressed off of a breakup, or
maybe
maybe
anything? Yeah, that's
I could
real
be crazy,
artistic shit. Yeah,
or anything like that.
What was the? I said artistic, bro.
Nah,
I said artistic, bro. I said artistic. Artistic. Yo, I said artistic, bro. Okay, so what was the motivation behind this movie, my brother? Behind your short film?
The motivation was literally I was just watching movies, and I was like, you know what? I have been wanting to do something behind the scenes like this before, so why not just give it a try? I was literally off of work, just chilling. I was like, you know what? Let me just go downstairs and record this real quick.
Word.
The movie that really inspired it was, what movie was I watching? I had just finished watching Despicable Me, which is that kid movie, and then I was watching what's that Will Smith movie? I don't remember it. It was some Will Smith movie, but I was like, you know what? Let me go out there and get this done.
I feel you, bro.
You're like, I'm aging myself still.
I was about to say Pursuit of Happiness. I'm like,
it's not. It's not Pursuit of Happiness. It's not that.
All right. So, that's one thing I didn't ask you, bro. When was the last time you cried?
To be real, the last time I cried might have been 2 years ago, because my grandfather passed away.
Word. That'd be like the only time.
Right. But prior to that, honestly, I think 3 years ago was a breakup, and then prior to that, it might have been like a good 7 years since I cried.
You cried over a breakup, bro? No judgment zone. I just want to know. You cried over a breakup. Then what happened, bro?
I was hurt. Nah, we're not going to get into that.
Bro, why not?
What's up?
What she do? How she, like?
No. I was just hurt. I mean.
You did something and you was hurt.
What makes you think I did something?
Because I asked you what she did, and you said, no, she didn't do nothing. I was just hurt.
Oh, I didn't peep I said that. But, yeah, I did do something. I was wilding out.
Boy, wrong and strong, wasn't he? Wrong and strong. Nigga start crying.
Yo.
After he did something. Boy, wait. Boys are something. They think, I tell you, boy, I don't even want to know what you did. The fact that you cried, that's all right. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Nah, all right. No,
but I got over it. I mean,
you got over that? No doubling back, though. We can't do that.
I be trying to keep it player.
Yeah, you got it. There's no trying, bro. This is what we do. You got to stand on that play shit, bro. You out here sad, bro. You crying and you did something. Who taught you that?
Who taught me that?
Who taught you that?
I don't know. I think it just happened.
I'm glad you unlearned that, my brother.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
That's all it's about.
If I did it, it's on me.
Yeah, unlearning and relearning. That's all it's about. Oh, man. Nah, that's what's up, though. I was just saying because, I've asked people this question, and it's now I'm trying to wonder if it's like normal just to cry.
Right.
So I know people cry as a release. Like people get so frustrated when they cry, they feel better.
Yeah.
So like I'm just starting to like. Do you feel like it's normal to cry? Like,
Oh, it's definitely normal to cry, even if it takes for you to, just go in your car because there's people in the house and you just want to scream at the top of your lungs, whatever the case
cry,
is.
yeah, just let it out.
I mean, let it all out,
Yeah.
and then go back and
Because
do
growing
whatever.
up, that's not what we were taught at all.
Right.
I was not.
So what you
Nigga.
crying for? Me, what I'm crying for?
My mom wasn't playing that. My uncles, nobody's
Right.
playing that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what is this shit you crying for, nigga?
I was fortunate enough that my mom, she would want us to express how we felt.
Of course, but my mom's not going for the bitch
right.
shit. Like, what are you crying
Yeah,
for?
for sure, yeah.
It's like you need a reason. You really need a reason to cry. Just
Yeah.
like, what's happening to you, bro? Like, you don't got no food, you don't got no clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They go down the whole line. It's
right.
like you crying for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But
Ultimately.
it's like, I'll just be wondering now. Like, as a grown person, like, I don't get reasons to cry.
Right. And neither do I.
Yeah, like the last reason I had to cry was like a passing, you feel me?
Mhm.
And I was years ago. Now I just thought about it, like asking you said 2 years. She said 2 weeks. I was like, I figured it'd be something like that.
Right.
For you, I was wondering. So it's like,
Yeah.
now I'm really wondering, like, dang, is it normal?
I-
Because we like that could be something as people that we take for granted is crying.
It's definitely a lot more normal now, especially with the whole gentle parenting thing.
Because a lot of niggas is soft now. That's not what
for
for sure. But like,
So
growing
look,
up.
I work at not a preschool. I work at a school, and I work at kindergartners, and I'm always trying to teach these kids like, what are you crying for? Like,
Yes, bro.
I want them to be not tough, but
It's
don't be
just,
crying
yes,
over
bro.
nothing.
You don't have to
for
cry if
nothing.
you can express
Right.
yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Like, let me know
Just
what's
learn how to
wrong.
Express yourself.
And just explain how you feel. Express
Yeah.
how you feel.
It's not wrong with crying though, because crying is always it's the outlet when you don't know how to express yourself.
Right.
But it's better to learn how to express yourself. That's how I feel. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not too big on crying. I haven't. That's something I might have to tap into, bro. Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell y'all why I feel this whole emotion shit, bro.
Go ahead.
Years ago, I took shrooms.
Uh-huh.
I didn't cry on the shrooms, but the next day, I swear, bro, and it wasn't Big Daddy. I watched a different movie, and I'm watching the movie. I'm sitting here. It could have been Black Panther or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there watching, like, feeling like I'm about to cry. And I'm looking around the room like, oh, I'm not turning up in front of none of these niggas, but they don't know what's going on. You
Right.
feel me? I'm just like, yo, like, so, like, yo, like, I now I don't fight back the feeling. If I get the tears, I'll let it drop, but I don't get that.
Right.
You know, like, damn.
Shit, a movie that might make you cry. It's called A Man Called Otto.
Oh, that shit with my man's.
It's on
but I
Netflix.
just seen it on Netflix. Yeah, I ain't watch it though. I seen it though.
That shit had me tearing up at the end.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't watching that shit, man. Shout out to a man called Otto. I'm not watching that. This not me
Yo.
tearing up for nothing.
I was laying down. I'm trying to hold the tears in. Some shit just started dropping.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And then who I
that's
was
crazy,
with, they
bro.
was like, "Oh, got the tears coming down." I was like, "Yeah."
I wonder now, yo. Last time niggas be crying. Like, years, bro.
Right. So I guess essentially I cried recently. If you want to count that.
If you want to count that for sure.
Right.
If a tear dropped, we counting it. This nigga cried watching the movie. Put that shit on.